Yo. Pre-game playlist. Candy Rain? No wonder they're trash. Oh. Might want to turn on the camera. Maybe turn on the lights too, huh? Wow. Phil W, not a sicko. Not a sicko confirmed. Phil W, not a sicko. Boo. Boo, not a sicko. You must be bored, Phil. What are you doing? What are you doing on a Friday night? Surfing YouTube and jumping into comment sections. But I'm the bored one, huh? Yeah, listen, man. This one is a weird one because the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets are tied for the 6th worst record in the league. I haven't been doing anything all day, if y'all can tell. They are tied for the 6th worst record in the league. So I don't really know how to do this. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to watch a game like this. Am I supposed to root for them to lose? If they win this game, they would fall to 7th worst record in the NBA. Of course, there's a lottery, so nothing is guaranteed anyway. But they're trying to win, which is the funny part. I think a lot of the fan base, maybe even most of the fan base, has decided that it's time to lose. The Sixers are still trying to win because they are a game and a half back still from the 10th seed. So you have... It's just funny, man. The whole thing to me is funny. None of it makes any sense. You have teams that are losing on purpose, right? That have the same record as the Philadelphia 76ers, who are trying to win, according to management, because they are one game out of the play-in tournament. But also, you are tied with the Brooklyn Nets for the 6th worst record in the league. The Brooklyn Nets are trying to lose. At least the organization traded away some players to maximize their chances at a high draft pick. Players are never trying to lose. That's always the funny part about tanking, is that players have no incentive to tank. Of course, why would a player tank, So there's dynamics like the debut of Lonnie Walker here, who the Sixers signed out of the Euro League. So there's things like that because Lonnie Walker's trying to show everyone that he is still an NBA player. He's only 26 years old, so players like him want to come out here and show the world, hey, I never should have been over in the Euro League. I never should have got released from the Boston Celtics, even though he got released for salary cap reasons. It wasn't really anything to have to do with his ability. And you got a lot of young guys, that their best option is to play as hard as they can, and their goal is to show everyone that they are legit NBA players. And, if I feel like teams like the Brooklyn Nets, the Washington Wizards, maybe even the Philadelphia 76ers, I feel like these are teams that young players play for, and they want to show everyone that I can play. And, maybe their short-term goal is to end up on a contender. So players never tank. Organizations try to put bad players on the floor. The Nets traded the point guard to LA because they were winning too many games, and then they tried to tell the fans that we're going to run Ben Simmons at point guard because we're going to play faster and we're going to play an up-tempo game. And everybody knew they were lying. They traded Dennis Schroeder because he was playing too good. They were winning too many games. So organizations try to put bad players on the floor to lose on purpose. That's what the Brooklyn Nets did, trading Dennis Schroeder, even probably releasing Ben Simmons if just because his defense was maybe better than they wanted. The Sixers are the funny one because they're trying to win. This is an organization that is not intentionally putting less skilled players on the floor in hopes of securing a high draft pick. This is an organization that is still putting Joel Embiid and Paul George on the floor because they still, I guess, believe that they are going to get into the play-in tournament and be a contender. At least that's what Daryl Morey said. Just a conundrum this organization is, I wouldn't expect anything less. And we shouldn't expect anything. That's the funny part. We go into every season, for some reason, we're excited. I saw a tweet today. Somebody replied to me or replied to something I was reading, and they said, "Don't worry, it can still get worse. Worse than you could ever imagine." Because that is the 76ers. Every season, you think, okay, last season was the worst possible scenario, right? Joel Embiid tearing his meniscus, coming back and losing in the first round with a new head coach and all that stuff. And then we come into the next season thinking it can only go up from there, right? And then they actually impress you with their ability to come up with something worse than the year before. And so with how bad it is now, players being out the whole season, max contract guys being old and injured, getting run off the floor by every young team in the NBA, we should not go into this upcoming offseason with the mentality it can only go up from here. We should have learned our lesson now, and we should know, even when it seems like it can't get worse, the Philadelphia 76ers will find a way. But this tank off right here is just I don't know. How do you even watch a basketball game and root for your own team to lose? Or are we rooting for them to get into the play-in tournament? 148 people in here right now. Are any of you guys rooting for the 76ers to get into the play-in tournament? I actually want them to get into the play-in tournament because I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm in the business of entertainment. If I'm entertained by something, I react to it, and you guys are entertained by it. I don't know, man. Maybe I don't care anymore. But if they get into the play-in tournament, that's just free content for me, man. And if they get swept in the first round, that's just more content for me. Or if they lose the game to even get out of the play-in tournament, that's just more content for me. I think the 76ers have been so disappointing my entire life, really, that maybe I'm just, as long as it's not boring, I'm satisfied with it. I think that's what I'm doing now, man. I think I am watching a TV show. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm just watching a TV show. You know what I mean? If the good guy wins or the bad guy, kills one of your favorite characters and it's really sad or whatever, you're watching the next episode because it's not boring. I think that's what I'm doing now. I'm just watching it because they just keep they keep finding a way for it to be interesting, and it doesn't include winning. And I just realized that Eric Gordon was a part of this hype video that they just showed on the screen. Who wants to watch the Celtics sweep us again if we make the playoffs? Bruh. The Celtics just showed us 2 nights ago what they can do when they really try. You know what I mean? They showed us 2 nights ago what they can really do when they really try. The Celtics, sadly, could beat this 76ers team with their bench. Flat out, Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, Luke Cornett, Sam Hauser, and insert one of Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Kristaps Porzingis, Drew Holiday. 1 starter and 4 bench players on the Celtics could beat the 76ers at full strength right now. It's just the way that it is. Well, we're still putting Paul George and Joel Embiid out there. This is unbelievable. I mean, you have Joel Embiid saying, basically, I'm hurt. I can't play the way that I want to play. I probably need another surgery. I probably need a long recovery time. Paul George is saying, yes, I've received injections in my finger, and this season has been hard on my body, and I'm not. You have these guys literally admitting that they are nowhere near 100%. You have podcasters and TV personalities and writers all saying they need to shut down Joel Embiid and Paul George. And then you have the Sixers front office and ownership personnel who are just like, nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. The obvious thing that makes the most sense, you want us to do that? Nah, we're not doing that. The Sixers have to pick a direction because they can't be in no man's land. What I mean is they don't make the playoffs, but they're not bad enough to get in the top 6. I actually think it's one or the other. I think either they make the playoffs or they are bad enough to get in the top 6. Because that's kind of where they are right now. They're tied for 6th worst record in the league, but they're only 1 game behind the Chicago Bulls for the 10th seed. So they really are in the space of, if they make the playoffs, they make the playoffs. If they don't, they're probably bad enough to get into a top 6 pick. The fans right now would like to see the 76ers try to get the highest draft pick they can, but they're not going to do that. Because number one, Nick Nurse won't play a rookie anyway. And who knows? I mean, what do they do? Get to the top of the draft? They'd probably draft the point guard from Rutgers over Ace Bailey anyway. You know what I'm saying? But hey, man, we're just here for the vibes. Hoop energy. I'm the same. I feel the same right now. I have no idea how to watch this game. I don't. I don't know. I don't know how to watch this game. I haven't rooted for the Sixers to lose ever, really, because when they were tanking back in 2013, they were really, really bad. So I didn't have to root for them to lose. I knew they were going to lose all the time. You know what I mean? This is the first time I'm getting close to wanting them to lose. Hey, here we go, man. Why am I on Yes Network? I got to get back to NBC Philly so I can get the scoreboard up here. But anyway, Tyrese Maxey high off the glass to start this one. Sixers up 2-0. I'll get my scoreboard up there at the first stoppage of play. Sixers are up 2-0, 11:30. 30 seconds into the game. Cam Johnson fadeaway jumper. Paul George the rebound. Paul George double cross, gets in the lane, puts up the layup, draws the foul. Paul George draws the foul and goes to the free throw line. Scoreboard. Let's see. Okay. We can put this scoreboard on here. We can put this one on the screen. This is a cool scoreboard. We don't have to go over to NBC Philly. We're on the Yes Network. But that's not going to show me replays of things that I want to see. I don't know. Who really cares anyway? Maybe it's better to have an away broadcast. I actually don't know how I have an away broadcast right now because I don't have a VPN active on this PC. Should be blacked out, but it's not. Hey, Sixers up 4-0. Here's a drive right side, baseline, out of bounds, turnover for the Brooklyn Nets. Brooklyn Nets here scoreless in the first minute. Tyrese Maxey brings the ball across half. Here we got a little Paul George Embiid action. Embiid, George back to Embiid, Embiid to the lit. Oh my God. Joel Embiid just had a drive to the rim on a wide open layup and just missed the layup. I mean, a 7'2" center who used to windmill from the dotted line is now just flat out blowing wide open layups. Tyrese Maxey for 3. Maxey with the 5 of the Sixers' first 7 points. It's pretty wild how just certain aspects of the team are really bad right now, and then there's other aspects of the team that are really good. Here is a two-handed slam for number 45, Keon Johnson. Right down the middle of the lane. Maxey left side. Maxey another 3. Oh my goodness. Tyrese Maxey is going to ruin the 76ers tank job. And there's Nick Claxton with a wide open layup. 10-6. Here's Maxey again. He splits the defense. He tries to get it out. No, he has his own. He lost the ball and got it back. Now he's on the left wing. Now he gets it over to Grimes, who dishes to Kelly Oubre in the corner, and that is a brick. I'm not sure why people keep passing to Kelly Oubre in the corner. You know what I mean? Why do so many players on this team drive and kick to Kelly Oubre in the corner? I feel like he hasn't hit a 3 for 2 months. Here is Oubre down the lane, stripped, and it's off his leg and out on the Sixers. All right, so Kelly Oubre brick from the corner and then a Kelly Oubre turnover. William Irvine, man, thank you for the $20 super chat. And thank you for being a member of the channel. Shout out to William Irvine for the support. Not sure if you were trying to type a message there, man. I'll look for your name in the chat if you want to. If there was a message you wanted to. Oh, here you go. Appreciate you for making Sixers games watchable. Hey, man, if I can provide a service, I will. I'm sure it is more fun to just, instead of watching this at home, or maybe you wouldn't even be watching it, at least we can all sit around and talk shit and have a good time while we're watching this disaster. You know what I mean? Cam Johnson at the free throw line. Here's the second free throw to tie the game at 10. I've been watching the Sixers almost sarcastically for like a month now. Or actually, I feel like the whole season I've been kind of just laughing while watching this team. After maybe December, maybe like halfway through December, what is going on here? Maxey got thrown to the floor. They called a foul. Embiid picked it up. I don't know what was going on there. It looked like they were about to fight. Keon Johnson trips Tyrese. Joel picks it up. Here's Joel on the left elbow on Nick Claxton. And they bring the double. Quentin Grimes wide open three. Splash. It's a nice pass out of the double team by Joel Embiid. And the player was coming up from behind. I really thought that was about to be a turnover. Who's Cade? Number 7. Oh, Killian Hayes. Killian Hayes with a bucket. Here's another Maxey three. That one's short. Keon Johnson has the rebound. Keon Johnson crossover goes right at Tyrese. Good defense, Tyrese. And Keon missed the runner off the glass. Joel Embiid, top of the key. Another double team kicks it out to Podcast P for 3. In and out for Podcast P, a.k.a. Pauldo. That's supposed to be his bread and butter, right? The catch and shoot three. He was the best in the league last season at 45%. And now Paul George fouls Jalen Wilson. I have trouble with the Brooklyn Nets. Every time I watch the Brooklyn Nets, I struggle with who these guys are and what their names are. And, dude, I'm not trying to... Just feel like a lot of them have the same name. There's like Zaire Williams and Jalen Wilson and Keon Johnson and Day'Ron Sharp. Dude, these are straight up default 2K players. You know what I mean? This is your team in NBA 2K My Team when you first start, and it's just you on some random college team or something. These are the players. Yeah, there's like Williams and Wilson and Johnson and Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton. Almost a turnover. Killian Hayes in the corner. Oh, and Cam Johnson cuts to the rim. Nobody stopped him, and he gets a wide open layup. Brooklyn Nets up 17-15. Maxey all the way in. Tries to go off the glass. No. Oubre, the offensive rebound, missed it. Here's Keon Johnson. Behind the legs. Between the legs, I should say. And there's Zaire Williams for 3. Brooklyn up 20-15. If the Sixers lose this game, if they lose this game, management has to admit then it's over, right? Maxey, top of the key, down the lane, floater for Tyrese. That is off. Cam Johnson. Cam Thomas is out, by the way. And D'Angelo Russell is out. And we are still down 5 to Cam Johnson and a couple of NBA 2K My Career generated players. Here's a late foul call. And I think Cam Johnson just got fouled on a 3-point attempt. Summer Low, this should be an easy win for the Sixers. I feel like you said that last game, and I don't know if you're being serious anymore. Why are the Sixers 10-point favorites? Because this is a conundrum, and even betting sites have no idea what to do. You know what I mean? You have to, like with Joel Embiid, Paul George, and Tyrese Maxey on the floor, they have to be favorites against the Brooklyn Nets without 2 starters. You know what I mean? They have to be favorites, but then they'll lose, and I mean, everyone should be betting against them at this point. RJ, what up? We're just here for the vibes. Okay, so Summer Low said this should be an easy win for the Sixers. The Nets are tanking. All right, so Summer Low is being serious. I don't know, Summer Low, where you've been at this season, but the 76ers have lost to a lot of tanking teams. A lot of them. I'm talking Toronto Raptors, Portland Trailblazers. This Brooklyn Nets team, hate this stupid tanking system. Yeah, you know what the NBA lottery did, bro? Because the NBA lottery, before the lottery, they need to get rid of the NBA lottery, straight up. Because before the lottery, you would have the 2 worst teams, right? Or 3 worst teams, and they were having a tank off to try to get the number 1 pick, right? But outside of that, nobody had a shot at the number 1 pick, right? Now you add a lottery where the 4 worst teams have equal 25% chance to get the number 1 pick. And all the way up to the 10th worst team have a percentage of odds to get the number 1 pick. So all you did with the lottery is incentivize the 8th worst team, 9th worst team, and 10th worst team to lose more games to increase the percentage of odds to move up in the draft. Like, bro, you incentivize teams to tank more with the lottery. That's what I think. Nets money line at plus 400 was such free money. You really took the Nets money line? I feel like these games are no man's land as far as sports betting goes, because there's no easy answer. We have no idea what's going on. We have no idea what they're going to do. I don't feel like this is safe betting territory when a team who was supposed to be a contender is this bad. Because they should win. Y'all keep making excuses about tanking because you don't want to hold Nick Nurse accountable. Doc on his worst day wouldn't coach this bad. Oh, dude, I've been saying Nick Nurse is terrible this entire season. I've said plenty of times he's done a worse job than Brett Brown and Doc Rivers. Just because we think the Sixers are tanking doesn't mean we're not flaming Nick Nurse every game. It's just gotten to the point now where we've already said for 2 months Nick Nurse is bad. We're not going to keep saying it. We already know it now. 23-17. 5 minutes left in the first. Cam Johnson, right side to number 22. Jalen Wilson, is that? Nick Claxton, turnaround jump shot over Joel Embiid. Nick Claxton, a turnaround jumper? Oh my God, it's time to go home. It is time to go home. The Brooklyn Nets are shooting 82% from the field. Nick Claxton's hitting fadeaway jump shots. We just threw the ball right to Jalen Wilson. And now we have a steal on the other end. It is a mid-off. Joel Embiid, is this a fast break? He runs right through Cam Johnson. And it's called a block. Joel gets back on his feet. I guess I commend Joel Embiid for continuing to play. I'm not sure. You know, if he's the one saying in post games, I'm not 100%. I don't know if I can get back to 100%. I probably need another surgery. Why can't he just say, "Listen, I can't go." You know? If you want me to play for a couple more years, you got to sit me down for the rest of this season. Why? I'm confused why the team is still putting him out there, but I'm confused why he's still going out there. Because they also say that, you know, he has the final say on whether he plays or not. Did you guys see Nick Nurse's press conference last game after the Celtics game? He said that he went zone against the Celtics because they were hitting a bunch of threes anyway. He actually said that. He said they're making a bunch of threes anyway, so we decided to go zone. So I really think Nick Nurse has pretty much given up coaching on this team. I think he wants to get fired because, I mean, look at where they are and how bleak the future seems with these contracts. If you were Nick Nurse, would you want to come back next season? You know what I mean? Here's Maxey over to Embiid. Embiid for three. Back of the rim. Lonnie Walker is on the floor, and David Roddy is on the floor. I will say I've never seen the Sixers sign and play guys so fast. There's another three for Brooklyn. And it is 30-19. There's David Roddy under the rim. Nice a feed from Joel. Nice finish from David Roddy. Yeah, I like David Roddy too, and I like Lonnie Walker. These are the type of players that really should have been on this team to start the season, but you had Nick Nurse playing Kyle Lowry and Eric Gordon all year getting smoked. It just, none of it made any sense. But yeah, if you look at this situation this year and how frustrated Nick Nurse has been, and then their plan is to come back with Embiid and Paul George again, would you want to be Nick Nurse and would you want to come back next season, bro? I wouldn't. I'd be like, y'all got me out here. I was a championship winning coach, and now you got me out here looking like a fraud. And everybody's saying I'm trash. I'm out of here. Lonnie Walker for three. Missed it. Paul George the rebound. Maxey a wide open one. Got it. Nick Nurse needs to get paid, though. If he gets fired, he does get paid. So that's his strategy. If he gets fired, he does get paid. He gets paid the whole contract if they fire him. Which is why they're probably not going to fire him. He's going to have to step down or something. Maxey over to Joel. Behind the back to Paul George. Paul George on the right wing. Now he gets double teamed. Joel Embiid for three. In and out. 332 complete sickos are in this stream right now, watching a tank off between the Philadelphia 76ers and the Brooklyn Nets, except for the 76ers are not trying to tank, apparently. At least that's what they're telling us. Nurse, I think, signed for 4 years, so would be 2 more after this season. But it's just funny that they're telling everyone they're trying to win, and then they consistently come out and can't even compete with the Brooklyn Nets without D'Angelo Russell and Cam Thomas. Maxey, Embiid, and George playing the whole first quarter is crazy. Are they playing the whole first quarter? Let's get the stats up here, man. And hey, I want to thank you guys again for constantly coming through here, because if I didn't have this YouTube show, I'm not going to lie to you, I would still be watching these games because I'm a sicko, but I would basically be on my couch right now watching the game and tweeting all of my frustrations and how annoying this is. And then people would reply to me, "Why don't you just stop watching, bro?" And I'll be like, "I don't know. I can't for some reason." And that's how my life was before I started YouTube. So now I watch it and just react to it live for a bunch of other people that feel the same way, I think. Yeah, Maxey, Embiid, and Paul George playing the whole... Well, I mean... Yeah, they've played 10 minutes each. I don't know. What are they supposed to be doing? What's Nick Nurse supposed to be? Again, I think Nick Nurse is not coaching anymore. I don't think he's coaching anymore. I did see something last night, and I hope I screenshotted it. There was a Reddit post. Oh, here you go. Here's a Reddit post from a Toronto Raptors fan about Nick Nurse. Nick Nurse has changed over the years. For the first couple of years in Toronto, he was very innovative. He made those teams greater than the sum of their parts. But something changed during the lockout when the team had to play in Tampa. He stopped innovating and kept running the same offense that is not a good fit for the modern NBA. He shunned young players' development and focused on playing veterans, and increasingly isolated himself from working with players directly. His last year in Toronto, he wouldn't even talk to players directly. They had to communicate through assistants. Why this happened? Is he getting older and crankier and just doesn't want to keep yelling at kids to get off his lawn? Who knows? But I feel losing touch with the players was the key factor. Now the only feedback he gets is from assistants and trusted veterans like Kyle Lowry. Take that for what you will. But that explains basically what I've been watching from Nick Nurse the past, at least this season, and last year in the playoffs, the refusal to put young guys out there. And it does feel like the team doesn't compete hard for him. And I saying that he doesn't have good relationships with players, or he doesn't even really talk to players. I mean, how do you explain some of the lack of effort from this team this season? You know what I mean? They have not been playing hard for this coach. And if they feel like this guy sucks, if there's not that level of respect, then a team will go out and guys won't really try hard. No, it really said Kyle Lowry. I didn't add that. It really said Kyle Lowry at the end of that. That was a Toronto Raptors fan posted that 3 months ago. The end says, yeah. Assistant coaches and trusted veterans like Kyle Lowry. His Kyle Lowry obsession is wild. It is 34-26. Wow. I mean, giving up 34 points to this Brooklyn Nets team without two starters in the first quarter. The tanking Brooklyn Nets are on pace to put up 140? Bruh. Frankie, what's up? Still ramping up? Oh, yeah. We're going to keep ramping up, bro. We're going to keep ramping up. I should make a t-shirt that's like Sixers font that says still ramping up. That's a good idea. Quentin Grimes down the lane. Wide open reverse lay. Quentin Grimes for 2. Cuts it to 7. I'll tell you what, guys. The winner of this game is going to be who wants it more. Dish down to number 20. Day'Ron Sharpe with a two-handed slam. I can't for the life of me figure out why Andre Drummond is on the floor. I don't know what happened to Adembona, man. I really don't. Here is Drummond under the rim, pump fake. Day'Ron Sharpe jumped on his back. And there's a foul. Yeah, you know, not just personnel-wise, not just bad contracts and stuff, but the way this team has been playing this year, their flat-out lack of effort, you know. If you want that to change, you have to change the coach. You have to. You know what I mean? You can't just say, oh, Embiid and Paul George were hurt the whole year, so that's why we were bad, and then come back next year. Like, it's not just that those guys were hurt. This team has played with a little effort a lot of games this season. And if you want that energy to change, you're going to have to change who's in charge. Dawn Staley. I don't know, man. Drummond is getting very physical here. He just knocked over Day'Ron Sharpe and stared at him on the floor. No, he's mad at Tristan Watford. Okay, Drummond. So Drummond gets a technical foul. Bro, they're laughing at you. Andre Drummond just got a technical foul for getting into a fight with Trendon Watford. How embarrassing is that? You've been absolutely god-awful all season. You get rejected at the rim by Trendon Watford, and you stare at him on the ground. Like you dunked on him. He blocked your shot. Incredible. None of these players have any idea what's going on. None of these players have any idea what's going on. Like, how are you this bad all season and you come out here and get in a fight with Trendon Watford? Like, you haven't been absolute dog shit since you signed here. And he talked trash after he got rejected at the rim. He acted like he dunked on him. Watford gets a hook shot at the buzzer. Now you pissed off Trendon Watford and he's going to drop 30 on you. What is it, 42-32? How do you stare somebody down after they reject you? You tried to dunk on Watford. He rejected you at the rim and you stared him down and got a technical foul? That's the most Andre Drummond thing I've ever seen. These dudes play tag at practice. Where is Yabusele? Yeah, what's up with Yabusele? It's starting to feel like all the guys that were playing hard, right? Adembono, Ricky Council, Yabusele. It is starting to feel like the Sixers stopped playing all the guys that were playing hard because they were winning too many games. I'm starting to think this is actually a tank job. Right, Za? Nick Nurse isn't... I mean, he's been bad this season, don't get me wrong. But this is kind of starting to seem obvious, right? That he's intentionally not playing guys that have a high motor and hustle. Why ain't Nurse put Eastwood in the game? Man. That would be bad. I mean, if you want to tank, you should put me in the game. Exactly. 76ers with the fake out reverse tank. Muhammad, why tanking? You can't get Cooper. Because the Oklahoma City Thunder have their first round pick in the top six protected. So to have a first round draft pick this year, they need to get that pick back. And they have no shot at winning a championship anyway, so you might as well get your first round pick back, right? My question, you say why tank? My question to you is why not? We gave up 40 in the first quarter. There's a miss. Here's Lonnie Walker. Shout out to Lonnie Walker back on the floor. And he throws it away. All right, we got a Yabusele turnover to start the second quarter. Nets are up 10. Here's a wide open three for number 13. He missed it. All right, who's number 13? Tyrese Martin. Oh, yeah, I remember that name. Tyrese Martin. Then we got 22, Jalen Wilson. It's crazy, man. I've watched the Brooklyn Nets like 5 times this season, and I still don't know any of these players. Maxwell Lewis? No, who's Tyrese Martin? Tyrese Martin. If the mic's cutting out for anybody, it's YouTube, and just hit refresh. If you refresh, it'll fix that issue. If you can hear me. Tyrese Martin got fouled on the way to the rim. No, Day'Ron Sharpe fouled on the rebound. Andre Drummond does not agree. Jalen Wilson. It cracks me up that, there's teams like this with just a bunch of guys, And we see the Sixers every year and we say, like, why can't they find 6'7" wings? And then you see a team that's one of the worst teams in a league. Even they have multiple young athletic wings, Oh my God, they're full court pressing. The Nets are up by 12. They're full court pressing. Paul George, Yabusele, dish to Andre Drummond. Two-hand slam for Andre Drummond off of a Gershon Yabusele assist. Cuts the lead to 10. Here's a kick out. Here's Tyrese Martin. Tyrese Martin really is the knockoff Tyrese Maxey, isn't he? Quentin Grimes runs into a screen, and the Nets get called for a moving screen. Day'Ron Sharpe gets called for the moving screen. Quentin Grimes on the left wing. Kelly Oubre is back in the game. This looks like a bad lineup, if you ask me. Andre Drummond, Yabusele, and Kelly Oubre. Yabusele on the block, threw a double team, blocked at the rim. Drummond the offensive rebound and puts it in. Number 4, who's that? Reese Beekman. Who? Wow. Tyrese Martin for 3. It's off. Quentin Grimes had the board. Knocked it out of bounds. Brooklyn Nets ball. Reese Beekman? That's crazy. Reese Beekman, Tyrese Martin, Day'Ron Sharpe, Jalen Wilson, and I still don't know who number 9 is. Zaire Williams, number 8? No, that's number 9. Trendon Watford. And Trendon Watford gets fouled by Andre Drummond. He's going to the free throw line. So the battle that we've all been waiting for, Trendon Watford versus Andre Drummond, continues. The clash of the Titans. Here's Day'Ron Sharpe. Trendon Watford step back. Oh no, he kicks it out to Reese Beekman. That's off. Drummond the board. And Paul George brings the ball across the floor. This is crazy that Paul George is out there with these guys. How far the mighty have fallen. Paul George fouled on a pass attempt out of a double team. They weren't going to call it until him and Nick Nurse screamed about it, and they gave him the call. Joel Embiid is coming back in. I just can't figure it out. Nick Nurse is on the sideline screaming. So either he's a really good actor and they are tanking, or they're all just this bad. You know what I mean? Is Nick Nurse and the Sixers tanking and he's acting? Or are they all actually trying to win and they're just this bad at their jobs? Watford spin down the lane, in and out on the layup. Here's Quentin Grimes, one-on-one on the other end, blocked by Nick Claxton. And the Sixers keep the ball. Paul George cannot dribble past any of these G League guys you listed. Isn't that crazy? Isn't that crazy, man? Paul George is out there. Guy's supposed to be still one of the best players in the league. He can't get past any of these G Leaguers. Jalen Wilson, Trendon Watford. And now we have a steal by and a 3. Oh my. A 3-pointer for Jalen Wilson puts the Nets up 11. Tyrese Martin is just a funny name, man. It really does feel like the bag cereal version of Tyrese Maxey. Paul George fouled on a step back 3. Back to the free throw line for Podcast P. Did he get a steal right there? No. That's the Jalen Wilson 3. This team is losing to the Brooklyn Nets without two of their best players. And they're not actively tanking. That's the funny part. They are just this bad. You know, at least teams that are obviously tanking have some self-respect. We're like, nah, we're going to make the play-in tournament. No, you're not. It's Pinky P. Never let that name die. It's forever Podcast P, though, because that's who he is. He's Podcast P, man. Signed with the Sixers for an extra payday as he moves into his retirement phase of his life. Nets swinging around the perimeter. Cam Johnson for three. That's off. Joel Embiid has the rebound. Have we seen really anything from Joel Embiid in this game? I mean, if Joel Embiid can't even dominate the Brooklyn Nets, then what are we really doing here? Why is he, you know what I mean? Why is he playing, man? Cam Johnson on Paul George. Oh my goodness. Cam Johnson just broke off Paul George with a hezzy behind the back on the three-point line. And Jalen Wilson hits another three. Nets are up by 12. Cam Johnson just crossed over Paul George. Paul George with a catch and shoot three on the right side. It's just weird. I don't know if I'm supposed to be rooting for them or not. Cam Johnson for three. That was a deep one. Missed it. Offensive rebound and put back by, I'm not even going to try to say their names anymore. Paul George fouled on a shot off the glass. Podcast P back to the free throw line. Aiders. You're the one that said, what'd you say here, man? I did see your first comment a while ago about the fact that I don't know any of these players. And yeah, you would have to be a Nets fan to know these players. You know what I mean? This is like, I knew most fans would have no idea who we put out there. Exactly. You would have to be a Nets fan to know these players. This is like when the Sixers were tanking in 2013. You know, right here, Jalen Wilson was Summer League MVP and G League Most Improved Player runner-up. You see what I mean? You only know that because you're a Nets fan. You know? This would be like when the Sixers were tanking in 2013 for me to explain to everyone who Tony Roten or Jakar Sampson is. You know what I mean? Number one, they are nobody. Number two, nobody cares. You know what I mean? It's just a fact. Nobody cares who was the Summer League MVP. Nobody cares who was the G League Most Improved Player runner-up. Do you understand how insane what you just said is? The G League Most Improved Player runner-up. Bro. Nobody cares who the G League Most Improved Player winner is, let alone the runner-up. What? Paul Reed, not Paul George, Paul Reed was the G League MVP one year. That's how bad the G League is. Do you understand that? Paul Reed was the MVP of the entire G League. That's how bad the G League is. Dude, Lester Canonez has a 30-point triple-double in the G League. Dude, Furkan Korkmaz has a 40-point Summer League game. That's how bad the G League and Summer League is. And that's why nobody knows who these players are, and they shouldn't know who they are, because they are nobodies and nobody cares. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I'm just saying you shouldn't expect anybody to know who these guys are or care who they are. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. chill on Furkan Korkmaz. All respect, though, my man. For real, all respect. I'm just saying. I struggle to get these guys' names because, like, most teams I stream, there's like 2 or 3 guys that I may not remember their names, but every time I watch the Brooklyn Nets, dude, I don't know any of them. I'm just gonna start saying their numbers. I'm not saying their names anymore. Here's Maxey with number 7 guarding him. Joel Embiid stripped by Nick Claxton. And Cam Johnson for 3. That's off. Cam Johnson and Nick Claxton. Those are the only players I know. Everyone else is just getting the number. Kelly Oubre, free throw line, goes right. Blocked by Nick Claxton and Cam Johnson both. Nice. It is 50-39. Here's number 22 in the lane. Kicks it out to number 8 for 3. No, we have an offensive foul here? Oubre wanted a goaltend on that play. I don't know what they called on the other end, a travel or something. Joel Embiid, hand off to Paul George. Tyrese Maxey, top of the key. I don't understand how you have 3 max contract guys out there and can't beat this team. Maxey all the way to the rim. Spin off the glass. Tyrese Maxey got another bucket. Cam Johnson, kick out to number 8 in the corner. That's off. Podcast P with the rebound. Maxey for 3. Back of the rim. Rebound number 22. Number 22 passes over to number 7. Number 7 to Nick Claxton. A wide open dunk for Nick Claxton and the foul because he beat Joel Embiid down the floor. And Joel Embiid was trying to catch up to him and ran into him on the dunk and fouled him on a wide open dunk. Amazing. Amazing. Paul George really is living the life, though. You know what I mean? Think about it, man. Like, this is kind of like playing for the Washington Wizards. You're making millions of dollars. Nobody expects you to win. Nobody cares anymore. And so really, it's like making millions of dollars and getting to show up at your local rec center to play some 5-on-5 pickup. You know what I mean? Hey, babe, I'll be back in a couple hours. I'm going to go play ball down at the rec center. That's that's the life that this guy's living, dude. He's making $600,000 a game, and he's basically just living his dream life. And then, he has to go get in his Ferrari or whatever and drive down to the rec center for a couple hours, and then comes back home and continues to live his dream life. Isn't that crazy? Hey, babe, I'll be back in a couple hours. I got to go down to the arena, jog around, shoot some jumpers for $600,000. That's crazy, dude. Rec Center Pete. That's crazy. For $600,000, man. Paul George's wife is driving a Lamborghini Urus and wearing designer clothes because he's getting paid $600,000 at the rec center, man. Oh my God, dude. That's insane. Down 12, 53-41. Cam Johnson. Screen from Nick Claxton. Cam Johnson tries to get it over to number 7. Lonnie Walker almost had the steal. Yeah, I feel like every Nets player's name is Williams or Johnson. Johnson and Johnson. Cam Johnson for 3. Back of the rim, Lonnie. Yeah, I feel bad for Tyrese Maxey too. Maybe we can count on Rich Paul to make something happen here. Joel Embiid, another 3 off the back of the rim. Not even sure why Joel Embiid's out there, let alone shooting threes. Cam Johnson down the lane, wide open layup. Nets up by 14. Maybe the Sixers told him, hey, guys, listen, we know you're hurt. We know you're not 100%, you know. We got nothing going this year. Just go out there, jog around for the rest of the season. Because Joel's not playing anything like Joel Embiid, man. He's not. He's not getting on the block. He's not getting in any ISO situations and dominating anybody. He's not playing any defense. I mean, what's really happening, man? Kate just said they are doing better guarding the 3 than the other night, dude. Well, that's the thing. Those broadcasters have to continue to be positive. That's their job, you know? Why do you think Mark Zumoff quit, dude? Mark Zumoff got to call Allen Iverson's entire career. And then he saw the new era of the 76ers and he called 2 seasons of Ben Simmons and he said, fuck this. I'm retiring. If this is the new NBA and the new 76ers, I'm retiring, dude. You know? You got to be out there and trying to sound positive about this team. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do that, man. I have trouble lying. Lonnie Walker for 3. That's off the front of the rim. Not necessarily lying, but I have trouble doing something that I don't feel like is authentic. And there is another 3 for the Brooklyn Nets. And they are up by 15 points in the second quarter. Wow. Tyrese Maxey, ISO, step back 3 for Tyrese. Rims in and out. Dude, you're about to be down by 20 to the Brooklyn Nets without their 2 best players, and you're telling me you're not tanking? You know what I mean? Nick Claxton floater. Oh! This is disgusting basketball, dude. Bro. I watched Nick Claxton hit a turnaround jump shot and now a floater on the block? Look how disgusting this is. Oh, they didn't show the replay. Squint. I know you got to squint to see it, but we still believe we're a contender. I don't get it, man. Are they really trying to win and they're just this bad? Do you know how embarrassing that is? That's what I'm saying. Teams that are losing on purpose, at least they're like, hey, we're not going to say it, but everybody pretty much knows we're losing on purpose. I mean, look at our roster, dude. Trendon Watford and Zaire Williams and Jalen Williamson and Dariq Whitehead and Maxwell Lewis and Killian Hayes and Reese Beekman, you know? We're not going to say it, but everyone knows we're losing on purpose. Do you know how much more embarrassing it is to tell everyone, nah, we're a contender? Nah, we're a contender, bro. We still feel like we can win. And then you're getting stomped by Trendon Watford and Keon Johnson and Jalen Wilson. Holy hell, man. Holy hell. Oh, man. At least this team can't make me mad anymore. You know? Booze raining down. Are they in Philly? Are they in Philly? I thought they were in Brooklyn. This is in Philly? This is in Philly? Oh, my God. DJ, you should be the Sixers commentator. How long do you think that would last, bro? If somebody put me in a booth and say, hey, listen, we know this team is bad, but your job is to sound positive, you know, and be entertaining and try to make the viewer, you know, want to stick around. How long do you think that would last? Be serious. You better watch your mouth. They might be your worst nightmare for the next coming years. My worst nightmare is the Philadelphia 76ers, man. And I promise you, listen, Nets fans, all respect, but you guys are not being realistic right now about these players. I promise you, Jalen Wilson, Zaire Williams, and Trendon Watford will not do anything in the NBA. I promise you. When the Nets, if they get to the point where they're building a winning team, those guys will not be on the floor. Stop it. Please stop. All these guys will be back in the G League. These are G League players. And the Sixers just flat out suck. But it's more, you should feel better about your team that the fact that they're losing because they put G League players on the floor. You know what I'm saying? You should feel better about that. They put G League players on the floor. That's why we're losing, because we're kind of trying to. The Sixers have 3 max contracts on the roster, on the floor. And they can't win at all. So I'm not saying the Nets should be embarrassed or anything. The Sixers should definitely be embarrassed. Raptors fans do the same thing when I say that. You know. When I'm mad that the 76ers lost to the Raptors, Raptors fans act like a lot of those players deserve respect or something like that. I don't know. Well, guys, the good news is it's almost over. We're almost through the second quarter. We can do this. We can do this. We can make it to the end. Waiters, you can make it to the end. You can do it. You've been saying I'm leaving for since the first quarter. You didn't leave, bro, because you're sicko. Because you're a sicko. The Nets broadcaster just said, offensively, this is the most aesthetically pleasing game I've seen from the Nets this season. That's how bad the 76ers are defensively. That the 20-win Brooklyn Nets offense is the most aesthetically pleasing he's seen all season. Here is Nick Claxton, in and out. And I can see the excitement from some of these guys. They're excited to come out here and beat the Sixers in Philly. But the Sixers are bad, dude. You know? This is not an upset. This is the fact that the world has not caught up yet. $61-50 after a Quentin Grimes three-pointer. I got to hand it to these young Brooklyn Nets players, man. Much like the young players on a lot of other teams that upset this Sixers team, or I'm not even saying upset anymore, dude. Much like young players on a lot of these teams that beat the Sixers, these guys play hard, man. Young players in the NBA that have something to prove, young guys on two-way contracts or called up from the G League on a team that's racing to the top of the draft. A lot of the players on the Hornets, a lot of the players on the Spurs or the Trailblazers or the Wizards. A lot of these young players have something to prove, and they play hard, man. And that's respectable. The pathetic bums on the 76ers that are getting paid $50 million a year to jog around and be losers, not respectable at all. Bunch of frauds. Bunch of frauds. 61-50. Cam Johnson, Nick Claxton, the only players I know. He passes it to number 4. Number 4 backs down. Quentin Grimes turns around. No, it's number 9. I can't even get the number right. Number 9 with the turnaround hook shot over Quentin Grimes. All right, that's Trendon Watford. I can remember him. I can remember Trendon Watford. He's given us buckets. Quentin Grimes for 3. Again, that is off. Watford has the rebound. Trendon Watford. Screen from Claxton. Over to Cam Johnson. Cam Johnson on Kelly Oubre. Watford contested 3 in the corner. Air ball. A little bit of cheers from the Sixers crowd there on the Oubre dunk. Maybe they were just happy to see something entertaining. It's only an 11-point game. A lot of time left. Here's a 3-point attempt by Trendon Watford, and he missed it. Kelly Oubre again. Oubre drives baseline. Tries to get it to Joel. Hit him in the face with the ball. 20 seconds left. Sixers are now turning the ball over by headbutting it in the paint. That's how bad it has gotten. Kelly Oubre hit the ball off of Joel Embiid's face for a turnover. 7 seconds left in the second quarter. Trendon Watford on Oubre, the ISO. Cam Johnson, a deep 3. That is off. And we go into halftime. Brooklyn up 11, 63-52. Frank, thanks, man. And thanks for being a member of the channel. Mad respect. You have 450 with you on this ridiculous display. Let's get a few more likes. Yeah, everybody hit the like button, man. Whether you're a Sixers fan and you still believe, which, are you crazy? Whether you're a Sixers fan and you're just entertained by my disgust for this franchise right now. Whether you're a Brooklyn Nets fan just tuning in to hear my misery. Whatever reason you're here, man. I think I deserve you to hit the like button. That's what I think. You feel me? Chuck Nola, you guys have a stacked Phillies squad and a stacked Eagles squad. I'm kind of jealous as a Saints and Pelicans fan. We have no hope at the moment. Yeah, Chuck, but, sadly for me, I've always been a basketball fan. I've always been obsessed with it since the time I was like 10 years old. So I want the Sixers to win every year. I root for the Phillies. I've grown to like baseball over the years. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm one of those sickos, man. The Eagles win the Super Bowl, and I'm more jealous than, like, celebratory. You know what I mean? That's how I am. I'm like, that was a nice win, and it was it's a well-built team, and I'm glad they beat the Saints, and Patrick Mahomes can cry, and they ruined the three-peat, which is amazing. But I still feel a little jealous that, the Sixers will never do it. Did Kate Scott really say there's playoff implications for the Sixers? Did she really say that? Yeah, I'm not listening to that broadcast, so I actually have the Nets game on. I have the Nets broadcast on over on my side. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how you guys listen to Kate Scott, guys. I really don't. And I don't want to talk negatively about someone that I do not know, but I just have to be honest, okay? Anytime I'm not streaming and I put the Sixers game on down on my main TV downstairs with the surround sound and everything, and I turn up the volume and I hear Kate Scott and Ala Abdel, it's unlistenable, dude. It's absolutely I can't watch those games with that. The broadcast is so bad. I hate almost everything they say. But I also think that I've grown to just not like broadcasting in general. I just think the whole thing is just very scripted and kind of lame to me. Because when they're on ESPN or TNT and I hear Reggie Miller or whoever else, I don't like that either. So maybe it's not necessarily Kate Scott and Ala Abdenabi. Maybe I just personally have grown to dislike NBA broadcasts because it just feels so scripted and I don't know. I just don't like it. But I do have to tell you that these watch-alongs, no matter what reason we're here, are brought to you by our friends at BetUS. And, well, that's not going to work. Oh, that's the wrong screen, man. Stupid. Yeah, these watch-alongs are brought to you by BetUS, and BetUS has a custom prop builder. And right now, you can get a 150% deposit bonus on your first deposit and $125 on your next two, up to $2,000 only on BetUS by using promo code YouTube150. And now check this out, man. The Sixers were the favorite to win this game on BetUS. And now, going into halftime, down 11, even our friends at BetUS do not expect the Philadelphia 76ers to win this game. And the odds have changed to the 76ers plus 106. My man Nick Marchetti let me know that before this game, the Brooklyn Nets were a plus 400. After halftime, the Sixers are a plus 106. And so, yeah. If you think the Sixers can come back, maybe you go take that money line. If you think the Sixers are definitely not coming back, maybe you put a bunch of money on the Nets. But yeah, 150% deposit bonus on your first deposit and $125 on your next two on BetUS by using promo code YouTube150. Thank you to BetUS for sponsoring the channel on a Saturday. Absolute sicko behavior. Facts. Patrick, facts. We only have one half to go, man. We only have one half to go. That is the good news. I will be right back after a halftime coffee. Where's my be right back photo? There we go. Bam. Dude, still ramping up is a funny. That's a funny shirt idea, dude. Still ramping up. That's a funny shirt idea. I hurt my lower back squatting today because I'm an idiot. Yeah. Oh, let me get this off. Yeah, we're back. Back in the building. Back on the map. Yeah. Positive vibes. They are tanking by playing and beating Paul George. They might win if they sit. Dude, this is what I said. I've been saying that, actually. I've been saying that. That stretch of 7 games where they were playing Adem Bona, Ricky Council, Justin Edwards, and they were just running up and down the floor playing defense and playing fast, they were winning, dude. Do I high bar or low bar squat? I don't even free weight squat anymore. I've been using a hack squat machine because I've always had lower back issues ever since I was a teenager, and I shouldn't squat anyway. But I was like, as long as I'm using the hack squat machine, I won't have any problems, you know? And I still hurt my back, dude. Oh, word, Nas? Follow my personal Instagram page. DM me on Run It Back Philly Instagram page, and I'll give you my personal Instagram page. I post a lot of, at least on my stories, I post a lot of workout and diet things on there, I think. Do you sumo or regular deadlift? Oh, I definitely don't deadlift, man. I definitely don't deadlift with the lower back issues. I used to, but I got so much stronger. That's the problem. When I started to get serious lifting legs and doing full body exercises like squats and deadlifts, I would say the past like 4 or 5 years, I've been consistent, and I started to get a lot stronger in those lifts, and then I started to put a lot more weight on the bar, and that's just, it ended up bad for my lower back. Like when I wasn't squatting a lot of weight, I didn't have any problem, but now I'm squatting, you know, like 250 to 300 on the hack squats, and it just hurts my lower back. So I don't know. Maybe I just can't do it anymore. Hey, we're back. We are back. Sixers down tanking. Brooklyn Nets. Joel Embiid said, you know what we should do when I come out in the second half? I should shoot a 3 from the top of the key. That's probably a good idea. And he missed it. And here is Nick Claxton, who has, they've had some playoff battles, Joel Embiid and Nick Claxton, and Nick Claxton is reaping the benefits of Joel Embiid being completely cooked. And Claxton gets another bucket over Joel right as I said that. And so Nick Claxton is now feeling like I'm finally beating the guy that has been dominating me for years. But this is no longer that guy. This is a shell of Joel Embiid, who just shot another 3-pointer, by the way. and missed it. And here's a three-point attempt by number 8. And there's a miss. Almost got a foul call right there. Joel Embiid, 2 3-point attempts to start the second half. Paul George down the lane and does what he does best, kicks it out to Kelly Oubre. And Quentin Grimes misses the 3. Oh, my. Has Paul George scored in this game at all? Like, what's really happening? This is embarrassing, man. Because they're trying to win. This is so embarrassing. It's so embarrassing that you're telling the fan base we feel like we can win when our guys are healthy. And you got $50 million Paul George out here has 9 points against a G League squad. And Joel Embiid has 10. And he's a minus 13. You know, and some people still argue with me on Twitter or wherever about Joel Embiid, and I'm like, I just had another argument with a guy, and I was, they're like, yeah, trade Joel Embiid, and then you'll never win anything. And I was like, they're not winning anything now. What is people's obsession with keeping Joel Embiid to be able to win something? Are they watching him right now? I don't get it, man. I don't get it. Because how is 30-year-old Joel Embiid, who had multiple knee surgeries and looks like this, how's he going to help you win something at this point? Bobby Q, they are letting the other team score at will to tire themselves out. Then the Sixers will pounce on them when they least expect it. All right. I know you're not being serious. If you're being serious, put the bottle down, bro. If you're being serious, alcohol for breakfast is not healthy. And you need to go see a psychiatrist. Cam Johnson down the lane, wide open layup, no resistance whatsoever. 69-54. The Nets have 38 points in the paint to the Sixers 18. And here's a step back 3 from Paul George. I might as well just record that and hit a button. Step back 3 from Paul George. Step back 3 from Paul George. Here's a step back 3 from Paul George. Claxton in the paint. Claxton. Oh my goodness, he hit Joel Embiid with a double move. Oh my God, Nick Claxton is cooking Joel Embiid. Oh my God, he's hitting him with post moves, bro. It's over. Quentin Grimes all the way in and the contact. Nice finish by Quentin Grimes. Nick Claxton is hitting Joel Embiid with behind the backs, double shimmy, pump fake. Are you kidding me? Nick Claxton is going Hakeem Olajuwon in Joel Embiid's face. Oh my God, the tables have turned. The tides have shifted. We are in an alternate universe. We are in an alternate universe where Nick Claxton is hitting double shimmy post moves in Joel Embiid's face. And absolutely cooking him. And now a pass down to Quentin Grimes that was 17 feet too high and went into the fourth row. I don't know if Michael Vick threw that ball or one of the 76ers players. Oh, it was Tyrese Maxey. We got a steal. Paul George up to Maxey. Maxey layup in and out. Man, even the basketball gods don't want anything to go in. Even for the players that are trying, like Tyrese Maxey, they don't want anything to go in. Look at this. Kelly Oubre puts up a hook shot over a double team while Joel Embiid and Paul George are standing at the top of the key. There's no way anyone's being serious, man. There's no way anyone's being serious. Here's Oubre again. Finally got it to go. When Kelly Oubre is shooting a hook shot in a double team and your two max players are standing outside the three-point line, there's no way anyone's being serious. The 76ers are like a South Park episode, man. It's so bad that it's entertaining. Isn't that crazy? Like, you can't... Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Who is that? Keon Johnson with the nasty in-and-out dribble and a tomahawk slam. And now Paul George has the ball tipped in the backcourt. Yo, Paul George is struggling to do anything against these dudes. Embiid under the rim, miss, another miss. Oh my God. My eyes are bleeding. I feel like I got icy hot in my eyes. Do you guys ever use icy hot, actually accidentally get it on your fingertips and then you rub your eye? I feel like I got icy hot in my eyes, man. Or, you ever like put hot sauce on your food, you accidentally have it on the tips of your fingers and you rub your eye? That's what the watching this team is. It feels like I got hot sauce in my eye. Maxey, top of the key, drives left hand scoop. Joel Embiid, offensive rebound and a putback. 12-point lead for the Brooklyn Nets. Still plenty of time for a comeback. Still plenty of time. But you can't tell me they're being serious with some of the stuff that I'm seeing. Nick Claxton missed a putback right there. Quentin Grimes has it. Grimes over to Paul George. Yo! This team is fucking hilarious, man. This team is hilarious. This team is so bad, dude. I can't even call the game anymore. What I'm seeing is so ridiculous. Bro. Paul George just tried to catch the ball on the three-point line. Just dropped it. He can't even catch the ball. Then he knocked over Keon Johnson or somebody, kicked it out to Maxey. Maxey jumps over a body on the floor and kicks it out to a Kelly Oubre three. And y'all know that's a brick because he can't hit the broadside of a barn. This is just so bad. And somehow they keep having some of the worst possessions I've ever seen, and it always ends up with a Kelly Oubre three-pointer. Holy hell, man. This is like a South Park episode, though. Like, to be this... For a team to be this comically bad you would almost have to go to, the South Park writers and say, hey, could you do a skit of the most embarrassingly bad basketball team ever? And they would write an episode, and it still wouldn't be as bad as this. Just stop watching, bro. No! When are y'all gonna learn, man? When are y'all gonna learn to come in here? Stop coming in here telling me to stop watching. When are y'all gonna understand what's going on here? I am the voice of frustration. I am the voice of the people. This product has to be consumed and reacted to by me because these words need to be out there. Can't just stop watching, then you're letting them get away with it. I refuse to let them get away with this product. Kelly Oubre is good at what he does. Kelly Oubre should not be expected to be one of your main scorers, and he should not probably be in the starting lineup. Telling a content creator to stop creating content is a choice. That's the thing about it, man. Like the words of the famous words of Marcus Hayes. The stories write themselves. Kelly Oubre drives. Kelly Oubre foul and a goaltend. Is that 2 points for Kelly Oubre? Kelly Oubre gets 2 on a goaltend call. Yeah, man. I mean, as far as content, the 76ers just keep giving me content. I can't be that mad. As frustrated as I am that they just can't get it right, they keep giving me content. And people keep watching. And, if enough people watch, yeah, sadly, I'm making money off of this. Sadly, I am getting paid for this. I'd almost rather be working a McDonald's drive-thru right now. But hey, it's a tough job. Someone's got to do it. Dude, I should be on that show, The World's Hardest Jobs. Remember that show? World's Toughest Jobs? I should be on that show. Hey, they cut it to 9. Sixers cut it to 9. Reese Beekman. Turnover. Reese Beekman trying to create something, drive in the lane on Maxey, and I'm not sure if Maxey plucked that away or if Reese Beekman just lost it, but Reese Beekman sounds like a supporting actor in like a crime drama. Reese Beekman. 9-point game. Sixers coming back. Yabusele. Joel Embiid trying to seal off number 20. And we have a foul call. They are trying to win. They are actually trying to win. That's the embarrassing part. DJ Peru, what's up, man? Here comes the fake comeback, huh? What are we reviewing? That ref looks like the Walmart Dwayne The Rock Johnson. That ref looks like The Rock if he never took steroids. This is a show. We're going to get to a one-possession game. Imagine overtime. Imagine Sixers Nets tank off Saturday night overtime. Magic Johnson part owns Commanders. Well, that's pretty random. Is there some context behind this comment, or you just felt like saying that? Imagine overtime in this game. That is facts. That is facts. When the team is playing great, young guys can't sniff the court. When the team stinks, they're too good to play. That is facts. The most sophisticated tank job in NBA history. I don't know, dude. I think they're trying to win. That's what makes this embarrassing. I'm pretty sure they're trying to win. Aussie Sixers fan, what's up, man? Thanks for checking in anyway. So Joel Embiid doesn't even get the free throws there because they challenged the call and it wasn't a foul. Joel Embiid can't even dominate Day'Ron Sharpe. This is a man who used to dominate everybody not named Marc Gasol. He can't even dominate Day'Ron Sharpe. I mean, that's a pretty big push of the forearm. How do they review that and say that's not a foul? Not that I care, but how are you allowed to shove a guy with your forearm? Okay, whatever. And we got a turnover. Oh my God, Joel Embiid's laying on the floor. Did he get up? Oh, he got up. Dude, he can't even run. Get him off the floor, man. 9-point game. Embiid free throw line on Day'Ron Sharpe. He goes to drive past him. Wow. Gets it in off the glass. Man. 7-point game. We are about to have an overtime Sixers versus Nets game, dude. Tyrese Martin. Free throw line jumper. Front of the rim. Gets it to roll in. And we got a loose ball foul on Day'Ron Sharpe. But they don't wave off the basket. Day'Ron Sharpe is mad at somebody. Ricky Council had him hooked. Day'Ron Sharpe gave Yabusele a big shoulder to the rib cage. Got a loose ball foul, but the bucket still counted. Yabusele in the corner. Ricky Council is now in the game. His minutes are so damn random. Ricky Council's minutes are so random. Nick Nurse is so bad at developing young players. How is a player supposed to develop at all when he's just randomly thrown in there? Like, we'll throw him in the middle of the third quarter for 2 minutes. Ridiculous. Joel Embiid a block here. Ricky Council, Kelly Oubre. Oubre, two-handed slam off a Ricky Council assist. And here, Nick Nurse is about to figure it out again. He's about to figure it out for the 10th time this season. When you play young athletic players, they make a run. He's done it so many times this season. He doesn't want to do it, but then he randomly does it, and they make a run. And then he'll bench him for the next 4 games. Crazy. Absolutely insane what I've witnessed from Nick Nurse this season and last year's playoffs, to be honest with you. Outside of drafting, Larry did a good job. Don't talk about things you don't know about, bruh. What are you guys talking about? Who the hell's Larry? Larry? Who the hell's Larry, dude? I'm scrolling back up the chat to find out who's talking about a dude named Larry, and I can't find it. I have no idea what you're talking about and who Larry is, man. Watford to Day'Ron Sharpe. Another bucket. Now we got a technical foul here on Trendon Watford. Got a technical foul for screaming at Joel Embiid. Or just screaming after the putback, I guess. Maxey hits the technical free throw. He yelled and one, and they gave him a technical foul. Wow. He yelled and one, and then he said and fucking one, and they gave him a technical foul. I think the extra fucking in there got him teed up. Joel Embiid for 3. When's he gonna stop shooting threes, dude? Oh my God. Joel Embiid drives. He's stripped by Day'Ron Sharpe. And here is number 8 running down the floor. And the Nets score again. What are we doing? What happened to Tyrese Maxey cooking for like a whole month straight, man? Yabusele hits a 3. Wow, the Nets are 0 for 5 from 3 this quarter. The Sixers are 1 for 8. Here's a drive by number 22. Day'Ron Sharpe floater in the lane. Dude, everybody is busting Joel Embiid's ass, man. Everybody. Nick Claxton, Day'Ron Sharpe. Dude, everybody is getting buckets on this dude, man. Everybody. Day'Ron Sharpe, an offensive rebound. Trendon Watford, top of the key. Drives left on Yabusele. Euro step. Good defense from Yabusele. He gets the block. Maxey loses the ball here. 3-pointer off of 1 foot. What in the world offensive possession was that? Watford in the corner. He stepped out of bounds. Joel Embiid dove into the crowd. Oh, my God. It is a 7-point game. It is a 7-point game. Man, take a break. I think I see a couple grays already. Brother, I turned 39 this year. I got a white hair in my beard. Not from this team. Don't worry. The Sixers are past frustrating me. I don't care anymore. Maxey at the buzzer. Didn't hit anything. Down 7 going into the third. Here we go. I just think it's funny that they are trying to win. That's the most embarrassing part. Like Embiid's like diving out of bounds and stuff. So you guys are trying to win and you can't beat anybody. Isn't that crazy? You know, I will tell you guys this though. The past couple years I've cut out my drinking by like 99% or more. And I've been back in the gym consistently for a long time, like probably 3-4 years. Before that, I would be drinking right now watching this game. You know, so I think my mental state of mind being much more clear, they can't affect me as much anymore. You know what I mean? I'm drinking coffee on a Saturday night. I was at the gym today. Tomorrow's day off, you know, but we're on a 6 days a week schedule. Eating clean, working out, drinking coffee. And nothing can really affect me that much anymore, you know? Don't get me wrong, when I wanted them to win earlier in the season, I was angry. And you can go, you know, the clips are still on Instagram of me screaming about, I could not believe what I was watching. But now I know they suck, you know? And now my tolerance is so low that if I do drink a little bit, I'm all right. But if I drink more than a little bit, I'm so hungover, it's crazy. So I don't even really do it anymore. I do, when I do go out, I do a couple high noons. That's as much as I do, man. 2-3 high noons and I'm good, you know? Any more than that, I'll feel it in the morning, and I don't like that. So I'll let you kids know, man, the hangovers get way worse. All right, so enjoy the fact that you can drink your face off at 21 years old and wake up the next day and not feel anything. Paul George. Man, he's just hitting triple dribble combos and shooting fadeaways, man. This guy sucks, dude. This guy sucks, dude. DJ Peru. Oh, you remember that at the Phillies game? I was drinking those double tequilas, man. I got ripped up. I was hungover for 2 weeks. Clean steal right there. Did they call a foul? Oh, he got a jump ball. Maxey wins the jump. Oh, and the Nets have the ball anyway, and Cam Johnson outruns everybody and dunks on Paul George. Yeah, Podcast P does play like he's at the wreck, man. Look at him. Here he goes again. Oh, he's driving in the lane. Oh, a little 2-foot jump stop floater. He does play like he's at the rec. Dude, Podcast P plays like he has AirPods in. He's just in his own world, bro. He's just chilling. He's like, let me try to hit this dribble combo step back right here. Cam Johnson for 3. It's off. It is a 7-point game still. And now Quentin Grimes turns it over in the backcourt. And the Nets have the ball. Joel has an ice pack on his ankle. Well, he fell over that one play. I couldn't see, and then he got up and ran back, but I guess he hurt his ankle. Well, does that mean they're going to shut him down for the season now? I mean, what is the point of what we're watching, man? What is the point? Number 7, jump shot. That's off. Here come the Sixers. 7-point game. Tyrese Maxey, top of the key. Stumbles, spin move in the lane, kicks it out to Yabusele for 3. Air ball. Trendon Watford, Euro step floater and stares down the Sixers bench. Oh my God. That was a bucket right there. A slow motion Euro step floater. Quentin Grimes pump fake at the 3-point line. Maxey top of the key over to Ricky Council for 3. And that's off. 9-point game. The fact that you're calling them number 7. I can't remember their names, bro. The whole first quarter I was looking at the roster trying to get their names right. And then I was just like, forget it, man. I can't remember any of these dudes' names. I don't know who the hell number 7 is, dude. Who is that? Killian Hayes. Here's a steal. Quentin Grimes, fast break dunk. Sixers are trying to lose. Bro, you're not watching the game, dude. Anybody watching these games knows they're trying to win. They're just this bad. They are not trying to lose, bro. Y'all, you don't give them the benefit of the doubt. Don't make excuses for this team. They're trying to win. They just suck. Trendon Watford, another Euro step floater over Paul George and stares him down again. Trendon Watford is cooking Paul George. Trendon Watford's nice though. I'm going to give him credit. You know, I don't think Trendon Watford is a random G League player. He's actually probably a good NBA player. Ain't no way Killian Hayes is back in the NBA. I got PTSD hearing or seeing him. Damn, bro, that's random. That's some pretty random hate. What the hell did Killian Hayes do for you to hate him? I don't even think I know who that is. I mean, I recognize the name a little bit, but I don't really know anything about Killian Hayes. Cam Johnson, Quentin Grimes playing some defense here. 5 on the shot clock. Cam Johnson, a step back 3. It's off. Yabusele has the board. I'm told you they're trying to win, dude. Look at them. Now they're starting to hustle. 8 minutes left in the fourth. Paul George down the lane. Layup. Oh! Are the fans really cheering? This is sad. Oh, he was a high draft pick. I do remember that name, but I don't remember watching him play. Ricardo Washington, I've seen some people rate Embiid as the third best 76er ever. I generously have him at 15. Stop it. Stop it. Knock it off, dude. You can't take 30-year-old injured Joel Embiid as a reason to try to say you have him as the 15th best Sixer ever. Come on, man. I mean, it depends what the criteria are. Are you talking about getting the Sixers to the championship? Or are you putting like the whole 83 championship team ahead of him? Fine, I guess. But that's a lie. Because healthy MVP level Joel Embiid was one of the, not just one of the best Sixers ever. You know, he has the highest point per minute in NBA history. When he was healthy, he was straight up one of the most dominant NBA players ever. You ain't getting that one on. You're not pulling a fast one on me, Ricardo. Why was Killian Hayes a top draft pick? Was he great in college or something? I mean, he must have been, right? I'm not seeing some kind of like rare size and speed or anything. He had Ben-like aura, but couldn't shoot. Why are we comparing him to Ben Simmons? Why do people keep saying he's the Ben Simmons of the Pistons? How tall is Killian Hayes? He's 6'5". How is he a Ben Simmons comparison? How is he the Ben Simmons of the Pistons if he's 6'5"? He was worse than Ben. All right, but you could find a different comparison. I'm thinking you guys are talking about play style. So Killian Hayes was a 6'5" guard who couldn't shoot, and he was a top draft pick? That sounds like a terrible idea. Number 8, blocked at the rim. Uh-oh. It is a 5-point game. The Sixers are about to win this tank off. Paul George shoots a 3. Look how aggressive Paul George is right now. Look how aggressive Podcast P is right now. Brick after brick, dude. But he's like trying hard now. It's like the crowd's behind him. He's like, I got this. I'm going to lead a comeback. And the fans are going to love me again. He looks so excited. And puts up 2 more bricks. This happened last game too. They made a little bit of a run, and then Paul George started acting like, oh, I'm going to bring us back, dude. And he started coming down with all kinds of energy and stuff. Kelly Oubre, the 2-hand slam. The crowd goes crazy. This is sad. Do you guys understand how sad this is? To be celebrating a comeback against this team? Are we being serious right now? The crowd is cheering and the players are celebrating? What the freak am I watching? I'm not cheering this on because you made a comeback on the Brooklyn Nets without 2 of their starters. Are you serious right now? How's anyone in that arena cheering? Are they just drunk? They just went there and drank a bunch of $9 Bud Lights. Everybody got to be drunk, man. No, but I think they cut off the alcohol at the end of the third quarter. Against a team with Killian Hayes. Embiid comes out and the team makes a run. I've been saying that. It's sad, but it's true. They've been better without him this whole season. Some people, some super fans still don't want to admit that, but they've been better without him this whole season. He has not been good. I'm still trying to figure out who Larry is. I think they were talking about Larry Brown. But then they were talking about drafting. Was Larry Brown drafting in the 90s? Wait, so we're about to watch the Nets throw the game on purpose and the Sixers celebrate and the fans think this is a good thing. 89-86. Sixers with a miraculous comeback here. Nick Claxton, double cross. Oh my God, he was almost out of bounds. He stepped on the baseline. A turnover for Brooklyn. Brooklyn is collapsing and ruining the Sixers' chances of staying in the top 6 on tankathon.com. And the Sixers are dumb enough to fall for it. Paul George thinks he's doing something good. The fans are cheering. Paul George coming off a screen. Yabusele back to Tyrese. Maxey with 5 on the shot clock. He's getting double teamed. Maxey down the lane. Maxey high off the glass. That's a miss. Here is number 45. Over to number 8. Back to Trendon Watford. Watford drives left. Watford layup over Yabusele and the foul. This is what's funny. Y'all that still said the Sixers are trying to lose this game, you don't even have to watch the whole game. Look at this fourth quarter. They got excited, and they're trying to come back and win, and they're still losing. Something about Paul George's energy, man. When he's on the floor, this team sucks. Something about, he's a big ball of negative energy, man. Now that's an offensive foul. No call. Tyrese Maxey, top of the key. 6 minutes left. Maxey Euro step, reverse lay. Maxey makes it a 4-point game. Quentin Grimes. Trendon Watford directing traffic. Screen from Claxton. Watford in the paint. Watford floater over Kelly Oubre. Oh my goodness. Trendon Watford is giving us straight buckets. Tyrese Maxey again. They bring the double team. Yo, Quentin Grimes just pump faked the pass to Paul George in the corner. He didn't even want to give it to Podcast P. And they called him for a travel. Maxey's still getting double teamed off the catch. That's how much nobody believes in Paul George. They're just straight double teaming Maxey on the catch. Here's Watford on Oubre. Watford the cross. Yabusele now out to guard him. And we got a turnover. Maxey has it. Sixers down 6. Oh my God, are they running a 3-2 zone or something? They are. Paul George top of the key. Drives left. Oh wow, what a tough finish that was from Paul George. I got to give him credit for that. Didn't look good, but it went in. Here's Watford again. Double teamed. Yabusele has it. We got another turnover. Maxey running. Maxey, the layup on the other end. blocked off the backboard. That's a goaltend. Sixers are within 2. The crowd is cheering. I'm sure Kate Scott and Ala Abdenavi are going nuts. What a comeback! The Sixers refuse to give in. It's just resiliency. Is he going to leave Embiid out for the rest of the game? Is he going to leave Embiid out for the rest of the game? I mean, are we just admitting that the team plays better when he's off the floor? Oh my God, Cam Johnson turns it over again. We got another jump ball. You know what, Nets? You're really ruining my agenda right now, you bums. You were supposed to blow this team out. And you're collapsing. You were supposed to complete the blowout, and you are collapsing. And now I'm going to have to talk about the Sixers making a comeback to win this game? Are you serious? Hey, 467 in here. Thanks for hanging out with me on a Saturday night. Hit the like button one time. I would appreciate that greatly for even watching this nonsense. Here is the jump ball. Yabusele wins the tip and gets hit in the face. Foul called here on number 8, Zaire Williams. Here's Tyrese Maxey, 4 minutes left, down 2. Cam Johnson switches onto him. They bring a double team. Quentin Grimes, a wide open 3. Splash. Quentin Grimes puts the Sixers up 1, and the crowd goes crazy at the Wells Fargo Center. Nick Claxton misses a layup on the other end. What a miraculous comeback by your Philadelphia 76ers. Oh my. Hold me back, fam. Tyrese Maxey down the lane through contact. Missed it. Kelly Oubre dunks it back home. And the Sixers are up 3. And everybody's smiling and celebrating. Oh my, what a comeback. This is one for the history books. Here's number 45. He kicks it out to Cam Johnson, who shoots a 3 and hits it. Cam Johnson ties the game at 97. This is what the people pay for. Clash of the Titans right here. This is the NBA product we all know and love. 2 of the best teams, full of the best players, going head to head in a duel, a straight dog fight. What a game. Oh my God. Generational mid-off. Clash of the Titans, man. They're really hyped, dude. They're all celebrating and shit, man. They're trying to win. This is what I told you guys. They're trying to win. Look, they're a game behind the Bulls for the 10th seed right there. They just put it on the screen again. I guess the Nets are trying to get into the play-in tournament too. Are they really? No, they're not. 97-97. Here we go. 3 minutes left. Quentin Grimes out to Maxey. Tyrese, a contested step back three, and he hits it. Dude, there's a guy sitting courtside with fringes on a leather jacket. I don't know who that is. Watford all the way in. There's some kind of rock star sitting courtside celebrating this. I don't know who that is, man. Will Smith's brother or somebody. Kevin Hart's cousin. 100-99. Quentin Grimes. Spin move. Quentin Grimes trying to get it back out to Maxey with 4 on the shot clock. Maxey kick out to Yabusele for 3. And he missed it. Wow. A generational mid-office right. A 1-point game. If this goes to overtime, I am going to unalive myself. Here's Watford on the left wing on Oubre. 5 on the shot clock. Watford's crossover, lost the ball, spins, gets it back to number 45, who shoots a 3 and hits the 3 to put the Nets up 102-100. Keon Johnson, a clutch 3-point make. 102-100. Grimes for 3. Dude, isn't it sad for Paul George, though, that they're running the whole game through Maxey and the Nets are double-teaming Maxey and Paul George still isn't getting the ball? He's really a $200 million role player, dude? What are we doing? Here's Keon Johnson again. Drive on Tyrese. Tough block by Tyrese. Johnson comes down with the ball. 4 on the shot clock. Nick Claxton fouled on a jump shot by the smartest player in NBA history, Kelly Oubre. The guy who kept fouling Jalen Brunson from behind in the playoffs. Just can't figure it out, huh? He just can't figure it out. And I'm not saying Jalen Brunson wasn't flopping, but I was calling it on the TV in that playoff series. And I kept screaming, get away from him. Stop following him into the lane. He's going to stop and jump backwards. And he kept doing it. He couldn't figure it out. Nick Claxton hits 1 of 2 free throws. Nets are up 3. Here we go. Hold on, Steve. We're coming in for landing. Maxey around the screen, drives left, tries to get it to Oubre under the rim, blocked by everybody and their mom, and it's a 3-on-1 fast break for the Nets, and they pull it back out. Yo, everybody blocked that shot, dude. We would end up having Kelly Oubre take the last shot. Trendon Watford backing down Quentin Grimes, pump fake, kick out. Killian Hayes, another 3, not Killian Hayes. I forget his name again. Maxey for 3. Maxey hits the 3 with 22 seconds left to tie the game. Wow. 18 seconds left. Here come the Nets. Number 45 has the ball. Keon Johnson, that's his name. 10 seconds left. Keon Johnson, the screen. Yo, they're really going to go to overtime. They're really going to go to overtime. They're really going to do it. Trendon Watford kicks out to Keon Johnson for 3. Please go in. He missed it. Oh! Nick Claxton puts it in at the buzzer and the Nets win. Oh! Nick Claxton puts it in at the buzzer and the Nets win. Wow! The Sixers lose at the buzzer and I don't have to watch overtime. Yes! 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 Go Nets! Yes! Oh my God, a miraculous play by Nick Claxton to save me the misery of watching the worst overtime that would have been in history of the game. Nick Claxton hits the putback over Paul George at the buzzer, and the Nets win. And Sixers fans are not forced to watch overtime. That is a win-win for everybody involved. You can't tell me that's not the best thing that could have happened. That is the absolute best thing that could have happened. This scrub bum overpaid loser team made a fake comeback against Cam Johnson and the G League. Wanted to celebrate, dance around. The crowd full of morons was cheering, and they lost anyway. That is the best thing that could have happened. A buzzer beater. A buzzer beater in this game is the absolute best thing that could have happened. You couldn't draw it up. You couldn't write it any better than that. And it was on Paul George. What a bunch of bums. And it is embarrassing because they are actually trying to win. That is unbelievable. Oh my God. I don't even understand what's happening. I'm in an alternate universe. Like, I'm rooting against the Sixers, but I'm mad at how bad they are. But I'm happy they're losing. Right? They're getting blown out by this team. And then they make a fake comeback. I'm mad. I'm literally mad that they're making a comeback because they don't deserve to win this game. And then Nick Claxton hits a buzzer beater. Wow. Well, listen, guys. The post-game live is set up. We're going to do a little 20-minute recap over there on the post-game live, all right? So go over to the other stream, Sixers Nets post-game live. I think it's scheduled for 10. I'm going to take about 15 minutes. And then, like 5 minutes. I'll be right here. I'm not going anywhere. But yeah, meet me over there and we'll do a little post-game live podcast episode and talk about what just happened. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for hanging out. What a ridiculous... it's just the whole thing is ridiculous, man. I'll see you guys there. Peace.